Hey guys, it's Steel Star here, and today we are playing some more. Well, no, we are actually starting a new game. So I'm gonna play some Sherlock versus Jack the Ripper. I've never played any of the Sherlock Holmes games except for maybe like a little bit of Crime and Punishment. But I wanted to try this one because it sounded interesting. It's point and click, so the graphics aren't going to be quite that great, but I enjoy some point and click games, as you've probably seen in the past with like Art of Murder or Dreamfall. Siberia. Yeah, Siberia.
In the name of my health and yours, Holmes, stop smoking so much. There is more fog in our apartment than in the street.
You are right, Watson, but this evening is never ending, and I have nothing to do but make smoke rings. A more amusing pastime would suit better, but my doctor is against it.
Perhaps a little tune on the violin.
My heart is not in it tonight, Watson. Have you noticed how this cigarette burns? Would you not say it is like a life being consumed? How many lives will end tonight in London? How many crimes will be committed within the life of a single cigarette? Ah, the vanity of existence. It is but complaints and smoke, the meagre panache of its sickly soul.
The tobacco is giving you very sombre thoughts. I am certain that this inactivity will not last. Let's retire. You'll be in better humour tomorrow.
Reason speaks. Let's to bed.
Okay, the graphics aren't actually bad. I don't know what I was expecting. Definitely not bad though. Looks kind of nice. So I know there were other games before this, but they weren't rated very well, and this one was just one that stuck out to me, so I thought I'd try this first. August 31st.
Come this way, my lovely. We'll have a right good time. Wait, let me help you. Oh, it's my hair that pleases you.
The news is as dark as the sky, Holmes. An inquest has been opened into the murder of a poor woman in the East End. The unfortunate girl was discovered last night, lying in the street, still warm. The murderer was filled with an incredible savagery. Oh, the article gave me shivers down my spine. The inspectors in charge of the case don't seem to have even the slightest lead. A similar murder took place less than a month ago.
Ah, love. A romantic walk, a kiss in the moonlight, a polite refusal, a terrible anger, and a hanging.
This area of Whitechapel is a disgrace to London. The government should take serious note of what is going on there.
Whitechapel? This woman was found in Whitechapel?
Yes, indeed. Bucks Row, to be specific.
Then it was not a question of romance, but of commerce. Unless these women actually take pleasure in the vice, the female nature is completely...
Holmes, do you hear yourself? A woman is dead under unspeakable circumstances. No less than any other, she was a human and one of Her Majesty's subjects. None of these streetwalkers of which you speak have any other way to survive but by selling their bodies. You know as well as I that our era is not a gentle one, and these women don't have much to look forward to. Some grace, if you would. Do not refuse them your compassion.
Do not say another word, my dear Watson. We shall leave immediately for Whitechapel.
To the scene of the crime?
No, I think it would be better to arrive there a bit later once night has fallen. At the moment, the spot will be overrun by police officers and spectators. It would be impossible to investigate properly.
Then where are we going, Holmes?
The best thing to do would be to head to the police station and attempt to get a copy of the preliminary reports.
But the article in the Star seemed quite complete to me.
You must know, Watson, that journalists often draw conclusions from the facts without a proper understanding of how to do this delicate task. We must obtain the reports from the inspector in charge, as well as those from the coroner.
Very well, Holmes, but all the same.
It seems to me that I have a map of London somewhere, Watson. Can you find it and locate Whitechapel while I get ready?
You are too kind, Holmes. Searching through your mess?
Okay, woman lured to by streets to be butchered. The latest victim identified. Opening of the inquest. Great local excitement. The victim of the latest Whitechapel horror, the woman who was found yesterday morning in Bucks Row, completely disemboweled and with her head nearly gashed from her body, was for a time completely unknown. As the news of the murder spread, however, first one woman, then another came forward to view the body, and at length it was found that a woman answering the description of the murdered woman had lodged in a common lodging house, 18 Thrall Street, Spitalfields. Women from that place were fetched, and they identified the deceased as Polly, who had shared a room with 3 other women in the place on the usual terms of such houses. Nightly payment of 4d each woman having a separate bed. It was gathered that the deceased had led the life of an unfortunate while lodging in the house, which was only for about 3 weeks past. Nothing more was known of her by them, but that when she presented herself for her lodging on Thursday night, she was turned away by the deputy because she had not the money. She was then the worse for drink, but not drunk, and turned away laughing, saying, "I'll soon get my doss's money. See what a jolly bonnet I've got now." She was wearing a bonnet which she had not been seen with before, and left the lodging house door. A woman of the neighborhood saw her later, she told the police, even as late as 2:30 on Friday morning in Whitechapel Road. Opposite the church at the corner of Osborne Street, and at 3:45, she was found within 500 yards of the spot, murdered. The people of the lodging house knew her as Polly, but at about 7:30 last evening, a woman named Mary Ann Monk, at present an inmate of Lambeth Workhouse, was taken to the mortuary and identified the body as that of Mary Ann Nichols, also called Polly Nichols. She knew her, she said, as they were inmates of the Lambeth Workhouse together in April and May last, the deceased having been passed there from another workhouse. On May 12th, according to Monk, Nichols left the workhouse to take a situation as servant at Ingleside, Wandsworth Common. It afterwards became known that Nichols betrayed her trust as domestic servant by stealing €3 from her employer and absconding. From that time she had been wandering about. Monk met her, she said, about 6 weeks ago, when herself out of the workhouse, and drank with her. She was sure the deceased was Polly Nichols, and having twice viewed the features as the body lay in a shell, maintained her opinion. There is a terribly significant similarity between this ghastly crime and the 2 mysterious murders of women, which have occurred in the same district within the last 3 months. In each case, the victim has been a woman of abandoned character. Each crime has been committed in the dark hours of the morning, and more important still is pointing to one man, and that man a maniac. Being the culprit, each murder has been accompanied by hideous mutilation. In the second case, that of the woman Martha Turner, it will be remembered that no fewer than 30 stabs were inflicted. The scene of this murder was George Yard, a place appropriately known locally as the slaughterhouse. As in both other cases, there was in this not the slightest clue to have any motive for causing the woman's death. She was parted from her husband and had lived with a man named Turner, but the searching coroner's inquiry revealed nothing connecting either with the crime. It was fancied that some of her many wounds had been caused by a bayonet, and she was said to have been seen with a soldier shortly before her death. Some soldiers were paraded at the tower, and one was said to have been identified by a policeman as having been waiting about George Yard just about the time of the murder. But nothing came of it. The first murder, which, strangely enough, did not rouse much interest, was committed in Osborne Street. The woman in that case was alive when discovered, but unconscious, and she died in the hospital without recovering her senses. Consequently, she was unable to whisper a word to put the police on the track of her fiendish assailant, and her murder has remained a mystery. All 3 crimes had been committed within a very small radius. Each of the ill-lighted thoroughfares to which the women were decoyed to be foully butchered are off turnings from Whitechapel Road, and all are within half a mile. The fact that these 3 tragedies had been committed within such a limited area and are so strangely alike in their details is forcing on all minds the conviction that they are the work of some cool, cunning man with a mania for murder. There was no new light thrown on the case this morning. At 9 o'clock, the body of deceased was removed from the mortuary to an improvised operating room on the premises, and Dr. Ralph Llewellyn made a post-mortem examination. The object of the examination was to determine, if possible, the order in which the various cuts were made. It is evident from the cuts in the throat that the head was bent back by the murderer before the knife was used. Whether the other mutilation took place before or after death remains to be settled, as also the position in which the woman lay when the deed done. This kind which may throw light on the case, notably the small quantity of blood at this place where she was found, and the fact that there must have been much of it somewhere else. At present, clues to the murder are entirely lacking, and the location of the place where the deed was done was the first point necessary to establish. Okay, I think that's it. You control Dr. Watson. To move in the game, just left-click on the destination you want to reach. Double-click will make him run.
Well, well, Holmes has received some French champagne, with a card, a gift from a young admirer, signed Raoul d'Andrecy. Who on earth could that be?
Take some getting used to.
A map of London, at last. Let's see. The district of Whitechapel.
Police station.
I found the map, Holmes, and I was able to locate the Whitechapel police station.
Congratulations, Watson. Come, the game is afoot. You can read the article to me on the way. We have arrived, Watson, in Whitechapel.
Not very bright, and what cold! A typical London morning.
Come, Watson, let's find this police station.
Okay, now I'm controlling Sherlock.
Well, this station isn't very well kept, I say.
It's a local outpost, Watson. The daily tasks that confront these constables are not the easiest, and they are poorly paid.
Gentlemen, welcome.
Hello, I would like to speak with the Chief Inspector, if you please.
Constable Humphreys here. I am the only one in at the moment. What do you want with the chief?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am...
Sherlock Holmes? The detective that I read about in the papers? Well, that's a treat, that is. You come about the Buck Road case, have you? Indeed.
Not at all. We were just passing by chance. You say that there was a crime recently.
You don't know? You must be the only folk in London who haven't heard.
It won't be long until you find the culprit, no doubt.
Nothing is less certain. Suspects, 0. Clues, 0. It's not good for us, especially not in this district.
Listen, this isn't what I came here for, but if I can be of service, in a confidential capacity, of course, if you can entrust me with a copy of the preliminary reports, I could study them and return later with my conclusions.
It's just that these are official documents. I can't take a decision like that without the inspectors. The sooner we know the facts in the file, the sooner we can be of help, my friend. So, if you are Sherlock Holmes, you can find anything, isn't that true? With your magnifying glass, footprints.
My performances are often embellished by my biographer.
Ah, good. Good. I will give you the reports, but could you do me a small favour first? During my rounds, I dropped a leather folder containing some papers. Nothing of importance, but it's a big mistake. I would go looking for it myself, but I am stuck here on duty. I must have lost it near the seedy boarding house not far from here. Left when you leave the courtyard and left again in the lane. Perhaps you could go, ask around. We shall see what we can do. Are we going to go look for these documents?
Why not? It'll give us an occasion to take a tour of the district, Watson. Commercial Street. I have no reason to go that way.
I forgot where he said already to look. Okay, let me see, because I think you can look at the dialogue. Just gonna say that. Okay. Hey, how are you? I had a rough day, but, it's okay now. Thank you. I'm still wearing my work shirt. Yes, yeah. It was work related. Just, like, a customer was rude. Like, and that was actually my first experience with, like, a rude customer. Like, she was not very nice at all to me, and it got to me because, I mean, I've never experienced that, but it was just... like, the issue with this is, like, I can't even exit the game. Hold on. I'm gonna exit it. Like, you're gonna see the screen. Pull that up. And try to see if I can fix that. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good... Oh, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna try to, like, turn it down significantly, and hopefully that'll help, because I don't know, I didn't know if there was, in-game, like, usually there should be for sound... Okay, sound setup. Okay. So, we don't need the voice volume can be up. Music, maybe... Okay. And we'll test it out and see how it goes. How's your day going, by the way? Okay, no problem. Thank you for letting me know. He said something new. I dropped a leather folder containing some papers, nothing of importance, but it's a big mistake. I would go looking for it myself, but I'm stuck here on duty. I must have lost it near the city boarding house not far from here. Left when you leave the courtyard, and left again in the lane. Perhaps you could go ask around. Okay, something about the boarding house. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't realize that. Oh, that sounds nice. I'm exhausted, and then I gotta get up and do it all over again tomorrow. But, at least I'm here now.
Excuse me, my good man.
Now, time to chat. I've got business. Got it?
Okay.
I have nothing to ask.
Can't even ask them anything. Whitechapel Street. Okay, yeah, he's not gonna help.
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
Excuse me, sir. I'm in a hurry.
Like everyone is. Maybe...
I have nothing to ask. Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
We were not introduced, young man. Goodbye.
Okay.
Whitechapel Street.
I hope I'm in the right area.
I have nothing to ask.
Yeah, they do. You are right.
No time to talk, Governor. I've turned my keep.
Okay, Governor. Governor. Ooh, I'm in the right area, I
A
guess.
gathering, Holmes. And policemen. Let's go see, perhaps.
No, Watson, we have some business to take care of, and we are better off remaining discreet.
Oh, never mind.
Bucks Row. No, Watson, we have some I have no reason to go that way.
I love getting lost.
I have no reason to go that way.
Okay.
What are we doing, Holmes?
Getting lost. Clearly. Yeah, no, it's okay. You can say that.
Closed.
Okay. I didn't want to go in there anyway. Good looking dapper.
I have nothing to ask.
Got a shilling, Gov.
Why is everybody calling him that?
I have nothing to ask. Excuse me, my good man.
What? I know you.
I have nothing to ask.
Yeah, that was helpful. What the hell was that?
I have no reason to go that way. Closed.
If you have the means, I can let you pass before everyone. But behind me. If you have the means, I can let you
they
pass
said the exact
before
same thing.
everyone. But behind me.
That does not help. Batty Street.
Batty Street.
Batty.
Burner Street.
This is what happens when people give me directions. Okay, this was at the police station. Oh, okay, hi Watson. Thank you for the no personal space. Okay, okay. City boarding house. Not far from here. Left when you leave the courtyard and left again in the lane. Left in the courtyard, left in the lane. I know it's
I
not
have no
this way,
reason to go
but
that way.
I don't know. Left. That was the police station. What game schedule? Is it?
Good day, sir.
Oh, thank
You wouldn't
goodness.
happen to have seen a leather folder on the ground around here, would you?
Good day, gentlemen. Finley, caretaker of this building. Here to serve. And yes, less than an hour ago. But some of the local urchins picked it up and God only knows where it might be now.
That's unfortunate. This police bag contained documents that the local police will miss.
You're inspectors.
Not at all. I am Dr. Watson, and this is Sherlock Holmes, the detective.
Sherlock Holmes, the great detective. You must be here about last night's murder. Have you discovered the identity of the poor woman?
Indeed, I'd only to read the papers.
Mine is dated from this morning, and it does not say who it is.
I'm not really engaged in this case, but if I can help the police, I will do so willingly.
Oh, to be sure. I've been told that Inspector Aberline is in charge, a very capable man.
I'm not sure. Are you saying it's like, it says it's a game called that, or like the schedule says schedule 1, like there's multiple schedules?
So, according to you, I have no chance of finding this folder then?
Indeed. But I, on the other hand, should be able to find it. Do me a favour in exchange. A vagrant comes almost every night to sleep in one of the nooks not far from my windows. He coughs, howls, sometimes even sings. He's quite hefty and I don't dare approach him. I've lost 3 tenants because of him. If it's you who speaks to the police, they will take this matter more seriously. Tell them about the captain. They'll know who you're talking about. In the meantime, I'll find your police bag.
That's weird. I've never heard of that. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that explains the popularity, though. Okay. Scarcely has the horror and sensation caused by the discovery of the murdered woman in Whitechapel some short time ago had time to abate when another discovery is made which, for the brutality exercised on the victim, is even more shocking and will no doubt create as great a sensation in the vicinity as its predecessor. The affair up to the present is enveloped in complete mystery, and the police have as yet no evidence to trace the perpetrators of the horrible deed. The facts are that Constable John Neal was walking down Bucks Row, Thomas Street, Whitechapel, about 3:45 on Friday morning, when he discovered a woman between 35 and 40 years of age lying at the side of the street with her throat cut right open from ear to ear. The instrument with which the deed was done traversing the throat from left to right. The wound was about 2 inches wide, and blood was flowing profusely. She was discovered to be lying in a pool of blood. She was immediately conveyed to the Whitechapel mortuary, when it was found that, besides the wound in the throat, the lower part of the abdomen was completely ripped open with the bowels protruding. Ew. The wound extends nearly to her breast and must have been affected with a large knife. Oh, you can scroll down. Okay. As the corpse lies in the mortuary, it presents a ghastly sight. The victim seems to be between 35 and 40 years of age and measures 5 feet 2 inches in height. The hands are bruised and bear evidence of having engaged in a severe struggle. There is the impression of a ring having been worn on one of the deceased's fingers, but there is nothing to show that it had been wrenched from her in a struggle. Some of the front teeth have also been knocked out, and the face is bruised on both cheeks and very much discolored. Deceased wore a rough brown ulster with large buttons in front. Her clothes are torn and cut up in several places, bearing evidence of the ferocity with which the murder was committed. The only way by which the police can prosecute an inquiry at present is by finding someone who can identify the deceased and then, if possible, trace those in whose company she was last seen. In Bucks Row, naturally, the greatest excitement prevails, and several persons in the neighborhood state then an affray occurred shortly after midnight, but no screams were heard, nor anything beyond what might have been considered evidence of an ordinary brawl. In any case, the police unfortunately will have great difficulty in bringing to justice the murderer or murderers. Great fire at the London warehouses. A fire broke out shortly before 8 o'clock on Thursday night in one of the huge warehouses of the London warehouses. The warehouses were closed as usual at 4 in the afternoon, and there are then few persons except the night policemen and firemen left on the premises. At about 8:30, a smell of fire was noticed, and shortly afterward there was an immense burst of flames from the top of one of the vast buildings right in the center of the warehouses. The volume of the fire was terrific, but at 9 o'clock the authorities of the fire brigade had heard nothing of the occurrence. Shortly afterwards, an alarm was given at the Whitechapel station, and the officials of the brigade instantly ordered every steamer to proceed to the scene, and the circulation of the news amongst the other stations caused steamers to be sent on from every district in London. On arrival of the engines, it was found that a fire of enormous strength was raging in the upper floors of a great building, about 150 yards long and half as broad. The flames could not have broken out in a more dangerous part of the warehouses than the site of this fire, the South Quay warehouses. They were crammed with colonial produce in the upper floors, and brandy and gin in the lower floors. Though the great iron-barred windows, the fire could see through the great iron-barred windows, the fire could be seen raging like a furnace, and the enormous tongues of bluish and yellowish flames, which constantly burst up with great roars, pointed to the fact that spirits were aiding the progress of the flames. The scene at 10:30 was an imposing one. In the enormous warehouses, crammed with goods of incalculable value, with vast buildings on every side, and with great vessels in the wet warehouses, firemen, policemen, and dock officers were either watching or aiding in endeavoring to extinguish the fire, while an enormous crowd gathered around the great gates and gazed at the progress of the fire from a distance.
Let's go to the police station.
Okay, let go. I don't think I went the right way. I'm lost. We're gonna get it though. We're gonna find the police station. We'll be fine. Okay, no, I know where it is now. It's not this way, it's this way. And this corner. Yeah, it's Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. If you remember, Jack the Ripper was a serial killer of prostitutes back in like the 1800s. And they never actually found out his identity. Kind of fascinating.
So, gentlemen, have you found my police bag?
Not quite yet. Do you know a vagrant who goes by the name of the Captain?
Captain? Yes, an old sailor, strong as a Turk and tattooed from head to toe. The drink has turned him into a derelict.
He appears to be causing some problems for the caretaker of the building at the end of the street.
What do you want us to do? Every night, stairwells, halls and porches become public dormitories, and people don't only come to sleep. I believe this man has a niece who puts him up sometimes. Her lodgings are in Commercial Street, right after the alley with the boarding house. You won't forget my folder, will you?
I don't know why I wrote that down, but
Do you believe this woman will agree to have her uncle stay with her?
No idea. Oh well, let's go see her just the same.
okay, so basically I mentioned, you know how like Still Life, it had two different, yeah, it's like, it's similar in premise. It's not like the same game or anything, but, similar in premise with the prostitutes and the murders. Let's see, save. I'm gonna save again because I'm paranoid. Okay. I'm going past the boarding house again. Okay, so it's... He sent past the boarding house. He's trying to keep up with me. It's kind of hilarious.
Come, my lord, a little coin. Oi!
Oh yeah, I remember you loved trashing Vic. And then when I was done, you were sad that you couldn't trash her
There.
anymore.
This is where the niece of the captain must live.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Captain must live. Okay. So how do I... This is a thing? This was a thing? Oh. Just one seat. Guess I have to go through here. Yeah, definitely. I went too far, I think. So how am I supposed to get to her? Ooh, he's running. It was right there in the window. So how do I get to her? Okay, see, I'm getting lost. Oh yeah, it's home, like, you know, Watson is like right-hand man. He's gonna be fit.
I
got
have
in there.
nothing to ask.
Really? Not even how you get up there? Am I supposed to see her? Or talk to her? Call up, let down your hair.
Good day, miss. Would you
Okay,
happen
I
to be the
guess.
niece of the man known as the captain?
Oh, yes, that would be me. What has he done this time? He isn't... Oh, my God. I'm on my way.
Her, like, gloves match her top.
Miss, we have come to ask if you could have your uncle come live with you. He sleeps under the windows of a boarding house, causes the caretaker no end of problems.
I know. I've
Try to get
lodged
rid of
him for a
that.
while, and he was the same here. My landlord made me kick him out. I'm ashamed, you know. I never should have, given the state of his health. He coughs day and night.
Why does sometimes it let me... Stream manager, manage... Think... New? Sorry, I'm trying to, like, delete that. I can't. It's being stupid right now. Oh, hold on. Nobody cares about Stream Boo. Also, I'm gonna shout you out, DC. Oh, you're good.
There might be a way to calm his cough. I am a doctor. I could examine him.
You went to see a doctor at the clinic.
Oh, you're good.
Medicine
It's
costs
okay, I
too
got it.
much. I can hardly pay my rent.
We will see to it. Where might your uncle be found?
I don't know. He must be in the vicinity, but I don't know exactly where.
Girl, how are your organs with that corset? Did I already?
We'll find him.
Okay.
Holmes, this is serious. Find an alcoholic in Whitechapel? A needle in a haystack would be easier.
Come, dear doctor, let's trust to our lucky star. Moreover, we also have our informers, remember?
Are you referring to those brats to whom you are always giving charity?
Exactly, my secret police. Some of them must surely roam in this area. It suffices to find them.
Yeah, so, actually, I got, like, the bot that, like, kind of, like, announces shoutouts, from Autumn Rain, because she, like, has, like, this really cool, like, thing called Frosty Tools, and, like, basically it's really cool with shoutouts, but it, like, comes up with, something to shout out for you. It's very cool. But yeah, no problem. I always try to, like, I want to try to keep up on shouting out people that come in, because it's nice to do. I'm supposed to find an alcoholic. This one's definitely.
I have nothing to ask.
She's passed out. She was chugging, and then now she's on the ground. Aw. Not a problem. I don't expect anything, but I appreciate it. Oh, here's another drunk. But it's not Whitechapel.
I have nothing to ask.
We're not in Whitechapel yet. Yeah, everybody's drinking. Too many. That's why he said it's like finding a drunk or alcoholic in Whitechapel is like finding a needle in a haystack, he said. And obviously he's not wrong. Okay. Maybe. I think it's this way. Hey, drunk. But it's not him.
I have nothing to ask. I have nothing to ask. I have nothing to
Yeah,
ask.
no, he's smoking. He's not drinking. He's smoking.
No, Watson.
Okay, yeah.
I have nothing to ask.
Come, my lord.
No.
The Whitechapel Church. The clock is wrong. The
Is that the
Whitechapel
concern?
Church. I have nothing to ask. I have nothing to ask.
Okay, we're on Whitechapel Street. Okay, I think I seen somebody. Okay, somebody that was roaming the area. He's like, I gotta start running again. Can't keep up with you. There was one here. The silly hat.
A gathering, Holmes. And policemen. Let's go see, perhaps.
No, Watson, we have...
Okay, I know. We already
Excuse me,
discussed
my
this.
good man.
Nasty weather, eh?
Rose. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It froze on me. I thought they said... Okay, so they said, where might your uncle be found? I don't know, he must be in the vicinity, but I don't know exactly where. We'll find him. Holmes, this is serious. Finding alcohol in Whitechapel, a needle in the haystack will be easier. Come, dear doctor, let's trust to our lucky star. Moreover, we also have our informers, remember? Are you referring to those brats to whom you are always giving charity? Exactly, my secret police. Some of them must surely roam in this area. It suffices to find them.
Excuse me, my good man.
Leave me alone.
I have no reason to go that way. I
There's
have
just-
no reason to go that way.
Okay, you just leave your baby carriage out here?
Hot potato, sir. No worms, and that's my guarantee.
I'd hope not. Worms. Secret police. So maybe I need to leave this area because...
I have nothing to ask.
Sorry, I was gonna yawn. Okay.
I am listening, me lord.
Excuse me, my good man.
Now time to chat, I've got business, got it?
Pardon me, but can you give me some
Okay,
information?
him.
If it's to file a complaint, you should go to the station.
Excuse me.
I have nothing to ask.
So, those guys with the funny hats. I guess. Another funny guy with a hat.
Excuse me, my good man.
What are you looking for? Tricks? Opium? A girl? Sailor?
You got me.
I have nothing to ask.
How about all the above? I wonder if this guy's the drunk.
If, in order to listen to us, this man imposes as condition that we find his pet cockroach, there will be another murder in Whitechapel today, Watson. Yours.
Ah. He is in a critical state, Holmes. He has barely a month left.
Is there a way, dear doctor, to ensure that this last month passes in silence?
Really, Holmes, sometimes you... Oh, really? I will make note of some medicine to get immediately that will relieve his pain.
Very well. I will locate an apothecary or a clinic.
No. Okay, sorry, something happened and it glitched out on us, but I think we're back for at least like maybe a half hour or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. So we just found this man.
Find the medicine, Holmes. We must make haste.
Okay, a clinic or an apothecary?
A little polishing on your shoes, mister. They ain't needed.
I have no reason to go that way.
Okay. Apothecary or clinic? Yeah, I don't know if it like told you, but like it froze for a minute for me, and then it came back, but I guess stream stopped. I'm trying to find a hospital or clinic or something because we have to get medicine for this dude that was laying on the ground. Oh, really? Okay. That was weird. Where did, like, do you remember when it cut off? I need to look. Because we're supposed to find a clinic or something. And like, I'm just running around like crazy. Meat, that's the butcher. The noted house for paper bags. That's all I got, paper bags. Nope.
I have no reason to go that way.
Okay, we need to find the hospital or clinic. Clinic, hospital, blah blah blah. Boot shine repair. This is the church. This is nothing. Hey, what's up? Oh, okay. I think it stayed recording though, so that's the good thing. So when it does go up on my YouTube channel, it'll still be there. Oh, again? Okay, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna try to pull it up a little bit. I don't want it to be in the yellow though. On OBS, so I'm trying to like keep it managed. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's good. Have you played this one, Autumn? It's, you know, Sherlock versus Jack the Ripper. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely like it so far. I'm supposed to find a clinic or something. I'm just trying to find it.
A wasp's nest. This pub looks rather seedy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, DZ, are you playing anything? I don't know where this clinic's gonna be. I'd hope if I had a map. Except I don't know, when has that helped me before? How can people just like, well, you know what? No, I'm sorry, they're homeless. I can't say how can people just lay on the street like that. They're usually homeless. I'm not gonna judge, because they're homeless. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I've never actually played it though. I was thinking these were people that weren't homeless and just laying on the street. I don't know why it didn't connect to me. With me. What is this place though?
Closed.
If you have the means, I can let you pop.
Yeah, I get it.
You in a rush, my pretty? Come, I'll have you done so quickly you'll only have time to pay.
Ew. Back here again. But at what cost? Cannot find this clinic.
Closed. I have no reason to go that way.
I know. But where do I go? I haven't seen anything that says clinic. Like the butcher shop, the paper bag shop. Boot and shoe repair. It's a church. He's zooming.
I have no reason to go that way.
He looked like he was having fun. Kind of wanted to follow. Umbrellas. Okay, seriously, where's the clinic? My brain. Still just the boarding house. Did they even say where the clinic is? No. I don't know why it censored that. Sorry, guys. So silly. I don't know where else to look. I'm sure I've passed it a million times, though. Yeah, now I'm gonna look. See if I can find this out. Okay. Across the street from the church. Dispensary.
This building is a clinic.
Wow. Okay.
Good day, sir. Dr. Gibbons. You aren't from around these parts?
Indeed, Doctor. It is for someone from your neighborhood that I am here, though. His doctor asked that I acquire some medicine on his behalf. I have the note here.
Dr. Watson? Not from around here neither. This medication is quite dear. Certain documents are necessary to obtain them for free.
Oh, he's staring. I'm like,
I
oh.
don't have it. You'll have to accept my spare change. Will it be enough?
Enough to relieve your patient for a month. Would you like me to make this prescription available after that time?
According to Dr. Watson, that won't be necessary.
The possibility of a recovery?
A definitive one, yes.
It reminds me
Thank you.
of Silent Hill 4.
It's rather quiet here.
An unusual chain of events. The majority of the people hereabouts went out last night to see the great fire at the warehouse. The patients that I was minding and my staff were no exception. The former were dramatically healed, and the latter ended up sick. And with the murder last night, most of the people who weren't working wandered over to the scene of the crime. Their little aches and pains will wait until tonight or tomorrow.
A squalid murder, it would seem.
just like what this area has become.
My thanks, Doctor.
Not at all.
Now I just gotta get back to where I was and give the guy the medicine. So,
No reason to go that way.
I'm not sure when I'll be playing this again. At the latest Wednesday, though. Just to say ahead of time. Because, I do have to get some schoolwork done before Tuesday night.
Find the medicine, Holmes. We must make haste. Find the medicine, Holmes. We must make haste.
Did I just waste my time? Did I miss something? I guess I have to go back to that area where all the people are. That boy's still running. I think it was this. Nope. Where is it again? Yeah, no, it's not over here. Like something was in my eye. Gotta find the medicine, save this guy's life. Or at least prolong it a little longer. Oh yeah, it was in Whitechapel, wasn't it? You guys, that's a dead end. Yeah, it's this one. Okay.
I have no reason to go that way. I have no reason to go that way.
Yes, you do. Don't lie. Okay. Yeah, that was a dead end. Some... Wait, okay. Do I have the item? Oh my gosh, yes. I already have it. I have to hand it to him. Yeah, I'll show you. It was a dead end, though. Yeah, it's like... That's it. I had it that whole time. I was confused. I was like, why did they make me go to him if he didn't give me anything? Oh, that's sweet.
Here is the medication, Watson. Is our man movable?
He should be able to stand in a few minutes and will no longer be suffering from his cough before long.
Consider the affair resolved. Accompany him to his niece's while I return to the boarding house, and then join me at the police station.
That's a good
Let's return
point.
to the boarding house.
Like, were they just like walking around town just stinking? Okay, I have to go to the police station. Luckily, I know where that is.
Let's return to the boarding house.
After the boarding house. Luckily, they aren't far apart. Yeah, that's very true.
I have good news for you, Mr. Finley. We have sent a captain to stay with a relative, and he shouldn't bother you for a while.
I also have some good news. I have your police bag.
Thank you. I bid you good day.
Oh, it was nothing. Tell me, one of my wife's friends lost...
Another day, Finley. Another day.
He's like,
Let's go to the police
don't
station.
care. That is no concern of mine. Tell her to find it on her own. Sing it, girl. You know, some people believe in that and some people don't. I know my like tarot reader was telling me like about past lives and stuff like that and past like reincarnations and how some people believe in it and others don't.
So, what news do you have, Mr. Holmes?
I have your police bag. That's the news I have.
Are you sure it's the police bag that you lost?
Yes, but someone attempted to force it open. They didn't succeed, but now the lock is stuck. Perhaps you could...
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, really? Oh no. I didn't really have dolls growing up, but I know you were asking, DZ. But I actually have a story. My uncle, he had brought out this doll. It was like a marionette. And like I did not like dolls. I was like 3 or 4. So like I cried when he brought it out. Past lives. I mean, I think it's possible, but like some people say they remember their past lives and I'm like I can't remember anything. And I have a good memory, but I can't remember anything. I don't know if we're meant to remember. Oh no, I hope not. That sounds terrifying. I can't deal with the possessed objects. Mm-mm.
So, what news do you...
Nothing. Now what I do is I did not listen.
This must be the door that leads to
Oh.
the cells.
Oh, no, way before Phasmophobia. I just do not like cursed objects. Or like possession or anything like that. Like, that's the horror movies I can't do. Are like the ones with possession. Oh my gosh. Really? That's terrifying. Oh my god, there is a map. Why am I like this? Though I don't know if it would have told me. Oh no, no, I was terrified of Chucky growing up, but obviously I'm not anymore. Drop kick Chucky. Yeah, there are a lot of creepy ones. I think I had like a cousin or whatever that collected porcelain dolls, which, you know, are you okay? Um but she collected them and I got one for like Christmas or something, so I gave it to her. It's like, nah. Oh, you do? I know not everyone does, but like I think I believe in it. Like at least oh wow, yeah, that's interesting. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That wise man. Oh no, that's very true. I mean, it's true. But it's also, you know, yeah, like obviously it's can be a good thing too. I think some people like kind of get caught up in like the bad karma of it all, but also there's good karma. No, you shouldn't do good just to get something good back. That's like not good. That's not a good intention. Dude, why was he staring me down? I'm confused. What's next? Oh, really? That's fascinating. I mean, I think we all have motives.
So, what news do you have, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, you can play from third person. Oh, that's really cool. You can switch. Oh no, that's the, am I leaving? I don't know if I like it like that now that I kind of started with, first person. But, you know what, we can try to get used to this. That makes sense.
I have no reason to go that way.
Yeah, very true.
Commercial Street.
Come to think of it, where the heck is Watson? Oh, the bag lock puzzle, okay. Duh. But wait, did he give the bag back to me? I'm confused about that. Because I don't see anything. No, I actually haven't. I love the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, though. And I'm just running back and forth, losing my mind.
Excuse me, my good man.
Nah, time to chat. I've got business. Got it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm going first person again because I'm confused. Oh yeah, I've played all but the last game that just came out. I haven't played it yet. But I know it's not quite the same as like the older games. I've like played them multiple times. They're kind of like just fun to chill and hang out and play the games. Yeah, I agree. Did you have a favorite? Okay, here's the bag. And I have to do a puzzle, I guess. Ah, dang it. Treasure in the Royal Towers is definitely one of the best ones. I agree. I think it's in my top 5. You do learn a lot from them. I agree. Um, so it's not technically like the oldest game. But I really enjoyed what was it? The one with Henry Bolet. Um, and then like the last train to Blue Moon Canyon with like the Hardy Boys. Um, which one is it? Like the one with Henry Bolet. The Is it something Raven like in it? Um, Let me look. I don't know. It kind of cool. It was kind of cool because it was like kind of spooky in a way. Legend of the Crystal Skull. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Legend of the Crystal Skull. So it's usually a toss up between that and the Blue Moon Canyon one. But I also kind of like really like playing like the tower, the Treasure Tower is definitely a great one. Um, Haunted Carousel. I've always kind of wanted to rank them for myself, so I might do that someday. Yeah, there are a lot of great games. So I guess I have to figure out this puzzle, but I'm not good at figuring out puzzles, even though I do love the Nancy Drew ones. Um, Not all of them though. Some were a pain. Okay, so it says the lock of the bag consists of 3 turning wheels. Each wheel has 3 red arrows. The red arrows have the numbers 1 to 5. You have to turn the turning wheels, but that must be done in the correct order. To spin a wheel, click on it with your red arrow cursor. Name the top rotary wheel A, the left B, and the right C. Oops, I messed up already. I don't know. I kind of cheated on this puzzle. Did not want to use my brain. Oh, I think I get what they're trying to. They want me to, like, what is that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Thanks. Okay, I think I get it. Or is it not? Um, okay, this puzzle thing is lying because like it's not even working. Oh, yikes. This looks awful. Yeah, I figured that's what I'd do. Maybe, okay, 2, 3. But now I have to get 6 over here. That would be 3. Wait, hold on. Okay. I need to get 3 over here. Ah, damn. Okay, 4.
All done.
A big thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Didn't even cheat. Actually did that by myself. Whew, I'm so proud. Who knew?
So, the reports.
Why don't you wait till the inspectors get back? You would certainly learn more.
If I wanted to meet the inspectors, I would have done so. So, give me the preliminary reports, and above all, do not mention my visit to anyone. Is that clear?
Sure, if that's what you want. Here are the reports.
Thank you.
Okay, death of Polly Nichols. Her throat had been cut from left to right, 2 distinct cuts being on the left side, the windpipe, gullet, and spinal cord being cut through. A bruise, apparently of a thumb, being on the right lower jaw, also one on the left cheek. The abdomen had been cut open from the center of the bottom of the ribs, the along right side. Under the pelvis to the left of the stomach, there the wound was jagged. The omentum, or coating of the stomach, was also cut in several places, and 2 small stabs on private parts, apparently done with a strong bladed knife, supposed to have been done by some left-handed person, death being almost instantaneous.
Have you obtained the preliminary reports?
Yes, we'll read them on the go. Let's to the scene of the crime at Bucks Row, Watson.
Okay, so where they were, I think. Like where all those people were? But that was Whitechapel. That wasn't Bucks Row, was it? I'm just asking myself. It might have been. It's like whatever this area is called. Yep, Bucks Row.
Bucks Row.
But what are all these people doing here, Holmes?
Apparently they came to see the scene of the crime.
What about us? Aren't we going to see it?
We will return this evening, Watson. The circumstances should be ideal for carrying out our little experiments. Well, Watson, we are at the scene of the Polly Nichols murder. Imagine the victim lying at the spot where she was found and try to discern all of the clues you can. Watson, you are a writer. I am therefore entrusting you with our deduction board. It will help us to establish certain facts.
Understood, Holmes.
Let's look at this poor woman more closely. A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter. A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter. There is a black bonnet near the left hand. No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy. The body was lying on its back, legs straight and slightly apart. The skirt had been lifted up to the middle of the body. The left hand was touching the barn door. The body was still warm. Let's reread the preliminary report for the details of the wounds inflicted upon this poor woman. Let's look at this poor woman more closely. The throat was slit from left to right. There are 2 incisions. Let's look at this poor woman more closely. The tongue is swollen. There is a bruise on the left cheek.
Okay, let's see what else we can find.
No signs of blood. No signs of blood.
I'm confused. Okay. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, for now, I'm gonna, like, leave it there. Because we'll continue tomorrow with this. But, or not tomorrow, one of these days with it.
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to exercise.
Exercise, he said. They come here to exercise. Oh, get a room. You too.
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to exercise.
Exercise. Okay.
I have no reason to go that way.
I was still examining the scene anyway. They're kissing, I guess. Okay.
Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
Yeah, we know. I already did everything.
Small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter.
Oh, I know. I'd never seen that before. I was like, oh my god.
The throat was slit from left to right. There are 2 incisions.
You know, bound chicka wow wow. No, well, not exactly, but making out, yeah.
The body was still warm. Let's reread the preliminary report for the details on the wounds inflicted upon this poor woman. There is a black bonnet near the left hand. No signs of blood. No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy. No signs of blood.
We know, Sherlock. Okay. Black bonnet near the left hand. Wait, there's another... What? Okay. Down the street to exercise. Okay. I don't know. Okay. This one I got right. The corpse was still warm. The victim wasn't dragged. The victim's murder took place on the premises. No footsteps on the ground. The murderer cut open Polly Nichols' throat. The tongue is bloated. The throat was slit from left to right. And she was strangled. But, I have to figure out, I don't know, this, because it's not adding up, I guess. Oh, no. Okay. Black bonnet near the left hand. I don't know what that has to do with anything, really. The prostitutes only go down the street to exercise. No traces of blood on the walls. The wall was washed. Okay, so the option there, victim had her throat slit. The wall was washed. The killer slit the victim's throat quietly, or the victim didn't have her throat slit while standing. Oh, good night. I hope you sleep well. Little pool of blood means the blood spurted. The blood didn't flow in strong spurts. The murderer wanted to drain the victim of her blood. Like, you do? Okay, give it to me. Give it to me. Okay. Let go. Oh, damn it. Correct. Yes. Yes, correct. Do you want to hear the report? Because I can give you the report. It says, oh wait. Death of Polly Nichols, August 31st, 1888. Autopsy by Henry Llewellyn. Her throat had been cut from left to right, 2 distinct cuts being on the left side, the windpipe, gullet, and spinal cord being cut through. A bruise apparently of a thumb being on the right lower jaw. Also, one on the left cheek. The abdomen had been cut open from the center of the bottom of the ribs along right side. Under the pelvis to the left of the stomach, the wound was jagged. The omentum coating of the stomach was also cut in several places, and 2 small stabs on private parts. Apparently done with a strong bladed knife, supposed to have been done by some left-handed person, death being almost instantaneous. Okay. Small quantity of blood at the place where she was found, and the fact that there must have been much of it somewhere else. At present, clues to the murder are entirely lacking, and the location of the place where the deed was done was the first point necessary to establish. So there must be a lot of it somewhere else, they said? Okay, let's see.
The body was still warm. Let's reread the preliminary report for the details on the wounds inflicted upon this poor woman.
I expect you to be, though. Like, what do you mean you're not smart? The wall was washed. I don't know. Little pool of blood. Blood splurted. Or spurted. Okay. Because, like, they keep saying I'm wrong, so. Dirty and damp ground. He could not have had relations on the ground. Relations? You know what? There were relations. You know what? She's dead. Was she dead before? But she looked dead already. She looked dead already. So, that's what I'm confused about. Yeah, give me the spoilers to this because I'm stuck. I'm actually about to look it up if I have to. This is called the something. Okay, reconstruction. Devil, did you find it before I did? Oh, okay, let me see. That's what I'm looking at right now, dude. But thank you. I was already looking at it. I was looking, like, to find the answers. They were being rude. Victim is standing, hands, right hand, neck, murder in front of the victim. Okay. The deduction board. That's what it's called, the deduction board. Okay, blood pool. Oh, hold on.
There is a black bonnet near the left hand. No signs of blood.
I'm looking, guys. I appreciate it. I just I haven't I've been looking on that website and I haven't seen anything. But I appreciate it. Okay, I got the spoils.
Let's
Okay.
look at this poor woman more closely.
Okay, victim wasn't dragged. But okay, yeah, we already know that. Yeah, we know. I think there's some things that we're missing, so
No signs of blood.
spoils.
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy.
Yeah, I know. I did check it, but yeah, like the bruise, I know. Did you see that from the ground?
The throat was slit from left.
I'm supposed to find all these spots and connect them. Okay. I've already checked the neck. On the left too. Oh!
There was a bruise at the level of the right maxilla.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, devil. Thank you.
No signs of blood.
Okay. Okay, so hard pressure. Clearly. So I'm supposed to like be able to find out that she was like holding onto like the door. Hold on.
No signs of blood.
But he just keeps saying that.
There is a black bonnet near
Yes, I get the black bonnet. So there's supposed to be some more hot spots. I'm just not sure where they are. Because he just keeps saying that there's a black bonnet in her hand, but...
There's a black bonnet near the left hand. There is a black bonnet near the left hand. No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy.
Okay, his left foot.
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy.
Oh my god, that's right. Wait, yeah, no, that's...
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy. No marks.
I did click on the left foot, right?
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy. No signs of blood. No signs of blood.
There's a doorknob?
No signs of blood.
Where's the doorknob? Like, there's like a latch, but... Shut up, Sherlock. Sherlock.
No signs of blood.
What do you mean? And I'm not like, I'm just looking to see. Fair. Okay, so examine the couples nearby and the lone streetlight. Well, I didn't do that, so I guess I can try to see if maybe I can do that. There's a lone streetlight. There it is.
There is only one streetlight lit on this street, Watson, and this spot is particularly poorly lit. Well, Watson, we have found all of the possible clues, I think. We will now attempt to recreate the scene of the murder. Come closer, Watson. I have to make you up.
Make you up.
You are joking, Holmes? I feel ridiculous, Holmes.
Now, Watson, come and stand here in front of me. You shall play the role of the poor woman, and I shall play that of the murderer. Let's try to reconstruct the facts to ensure the final result corresponds indisputably to the way that Tom Nichols was killed.
They need chapstick. Okay, stand up, lying position. Bare hands, knife. Wait. Okay. What the? Okay, I'm sorry. This looks sexual to me. Oh no. Standing up, I think. Bare hands. I think it was bare hands. Oh no. Yeehaw, partner. Get her done. Okay, I think yeah, I knew it was hands.
No, there is no reason the murderer would be positioned like this. The grip would be awkward.
Okay.
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this. This position is unlikely.
Then why didn't you?
Yes, it's
I
quite
know.
possible the events occurred like this.
Oh, so they want me to do both. Okay, I think. Okay. The cowboy. Knife. Left hand. Neck. He was in front of the victim? He wasn't on top?
The murderer had enough room to inflict the wounds to the neck, and these wounds suggest the left hand was used.
I thought that I picked the left hand. Oh wait, I did.
My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
You know what? Okay, never mind.
What do you think, Holmes?
Poorly lit street. The victim was holding her bonnet in her hand at the time of the murder. The victim was asking for alms. What the hell is an alm? Just ready to exercise. She wasn't cautious, didn't have a bonnet. She did have a bonnet, but she obviously wasn't cautious. No, that's some kinky stuff. Some people are into that. No, she didn't collect the bonnet from the ground. She's holding her bonnet. The bonnet was already on the ground. No, she was wearing it. Damn, my dog scared the crap out of me. Victim wasn't afraid. Victim was asking. Wasn't cautious. Didn't have a bonnet. Had her bonnet in her hand and was ready to exercise. Okay. This is what confuses me a little. I don't think it's spurted. Wall was washed. Change it to victim part. He wanted to drain her of her blood because he was a vampire. Dirty and damp ground. No trace of blood on the wall. The wall was washed. Yeah. Little pool of blood. Could not have had relations. Does that mean they hooked up and he didn't, you know? Are those relations? The murderer threw water on the ground. I guess. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. But was she killed? But I thought he strangled her and then slit her throat. But it's for sure the wall was washed. That's what you said? Blood splurted. Spurted. The victim? Okay, let me see. Oh. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Didn't have her throat slit while standing, so he... But no, she wasn't dragged, so she... Okay. There were relations on the ground. The murderer threw water on the ground. He could not have had relations. This dead part is correct. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, the blood spurted, did not spurt, went into drain. Maybe he did. There we go. The blood didn't flow in strong spurts. She was dead before being stabbed. Okay. Took a long time. No, thank you. But, like, now what? Did I...
What shall we do, Holmes?
Leave? Because we figured it out, but... Oh. There is?
I have no reason to go that way.
Oh, you're right. Okay. The murderer must have been sitting on the victim. The murderer was standing in front of the victim to strangle her. The murderer must have been sitting on the victim. Okay. The victim has a bruise, was caused by hard pressure. The killer's right hand prevented the victim from screaming. Oh, okay, fair. Strong man, though. He's supposed to be a strong man, probably. I know it's one of these. You did? Oh. It's okay if you're tired. I probably won't be playing too much longer because I know there's the one right or left-handed. Okay, he's got the knife in the left hand or right. Okay. Right hand. Or left hand and right. There we go.
The victim was most probably dead before being laid down. Once the heart stopped, gravity drained the body slowly, not in a heavy spurt that would have stained half the street.
Thanks.
Thank you, Holmes. I understand why you told me not to change clothes. Do you realize that our behavior didn't alarm anyone?
Yeah, it's probably concerning.
It was even more discreet. By acting in silence, we have confirmed something. The crime definitely took
I know it's really late for you guys.
the victim and her murderer.
I appreciate you trying to stay up, though.
Without making any noise. And afterwards, the murder took place without the slightest cry being uttered. Come, Watson, let's go home. We have spent far too long in this sinister alley. And so, my dear Watson, the day and night which we passed in Whitechapel were enlightening, weren't they?
An adventure that I most certainly will never relate. To be in the skin of that poor woman. I prefer not to speak of it further. But have we really learned anything about the murderer? Obviously a man, given the necessary strength.
We have little to go on, at least no more than the police. But in my opinion, Inspector Adeline has a trick or two up his sleeve. No, I want to talk about the facts and what we can draw from them. We know where the crime was committed and under what conditions. I would like to ask you about the possible motives for the crime. According to you, Watson, what could have pushed the murderer to act in such a way?
No. No. Wait, what? Okay. Theft. Black magic. Yes. Madness. Yeah. I'll definitely just try to finish this part and stop. Victims suffered horrible mutilations. Victim lived in misery. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's okay. I get it. Resentment can lead.
Revenge, Holmes?
Revenge could be a possible motive, but with one small reservation. We have reason to believe that the victim considered her murderer to be a typical client.
Oh, okay. What you gonna play?
Black magic?
I'm not terribly interested in the occult or black magic. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to this motive.
Theft, perhaps.
I have a hard time believing that someone would attack poor Polly so fiercely just to rob her of a few coins.
That's fair.
Homicidal insanity, Holmes.
Oh, you're
It
fine.
is indubitable that the man who did this to Polly Nichols is not of his full senses.
No.
A personal drama.
Love can certainly lead to many a drama, but we have to consider the fact that the victim didn't know her attacker.
I still think it was madness.
Homicidal
It is indubitable.
A personal drama.
Love can certainly lead to many a drama, but we have to...
Yeah, I don't think you can put yes on everything. But,
Homicidal
It is...
Black magic?
I'm not
No.
terribly interested in the occult or black magic.
Theft.
I have a heart.
A personal drama.
Love can certainly lead to many a drama, but we have to consider... Well, we are still missing certain information in order to finish this investigation, Watson. Well, we are still missing certain information in order to finish this
no.
Well, we are still missing certain information. Elementary. Very well, Watson. I think that we've exhausted the topic. Take a rest and we'll speak again later.
Ah, it would seem that the investigation is advancing, Holmes. Yesterday's Star said that a suspect is in the hands of the police, a man with a rather sinister reputation.
I was about to join you in your optimistic outlook until you informed me that the good news came from the press, Watson.
But surely they wouldn't invent the fact that the police are holding a suspect, or the acts that are attributed to him.
You will have an exact answer to these two questions in less than 50 seconds, Watson.
Pardon?
Enter, Inspector.
Good day.
Dear Watson, allow me to introduce Inspector Adeline. Inspector Dr. Watson.
Inspector?
To what do we owe the honour of your presence, Inspector?
I heard that the two of you made your way to Whitechapel a few days ago. Your arrival, you are aware, coincides with a very serious affair which our police service is going to great lengths to solve and which is creating strong tensions in the area.
Pardon me, but haven't you arrested someone? A certain leather apron?
Absolutely not. The man who hides behind this name is indeed being actively searched for by the force. Besides, nothing at the moment suggests that he is the Bucks Row murderer.
There, you've been enlightened, Watson. Now it is our turn to answer Inspector Adeline's questions.
Indeed. I will be brief and precise. Do you intend to investigate this case, or have you already started?
It is to be of service to a friend that I went to Whitechapel. We did, out of curiosity, familiarise ourselves with the preliminary reports, and we made our way to the scene of the crime. Our conclusions are slim, as are the clues. Having not been officially appointed by our client, I believe that my intervention in this business will end there.
Very well. To be frank, you take the weight off my shoulders by distancing yourself from the case. Our image isn't very good, to say nothing of what the press puts us through. Thus, if overnight they found out that you were on the case, people would turn against us.
And they would pester me, overwhelm me, and finally make me out to be responsible for the inevitable failure such a scenario entails. Neither you nor I wish for this to happen. I know that your time is precious, Inspector. I will send you a note regarding my conclusions shortly.
With pleasure. Gentlemen?
Do you think that he will find the murderer?
The chances are slim to non-existent. It is 7 days now, short of a confession from the murderer himself.
And you will not go further?
You heard Inspector Watson. My presence in Whitechapel would hinder, which doesn't mean that we will drop the case.
How is that?
The inspector spoke of me, but not of us. It is you, Watson, who will lead the investigation tonight. It is you who will bring to the police station the little note that I will write regarding our conclusions. Despite the late hour, there is nothing to stop you from making inquiries about this famous leather apron while you are there.
Okay, but I gotta save it because I want you guys to get some sleep, and I'm also kind of just want to chill. But I'm going to be back, and if I get work done, like schoolwork done in time, I'll try to stream tomorrow, but no promises because it's gonna take a while. So I appreciate you guys coming in, and I hope to see you guys next time. It's been a pleasure. I'm actually, okay, I gotta save it. We did all that, we gotta save it. Okay, so, yeah, okay. Aw, I hope you sleep well. Sorry for keeping you up. I appreciate the support though, it means a lot. And I hope you sleep well. So I'll say bye for now.